Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2.5 of our Let's Play series. It's been brought to my attention that I have done a poor job of explaining why I do things and the reasoning behind it, and I'm going to fix that in this episode, as well as try to tackle that power problem on Glacia. But first, let's get into the why. I said in episode 1 that I didn't want to land in the mountains because it's hard to mine. Well, that stone you see in the background there that is gray and etched, it's hard to mine without this thing. No, that's the wrong button. The drill mod. The drill mod makes it easier to mine. It just goes really slow for trying to get resources in the mountains. We'd had to walk all the way to the valley to get it. It would have been pain. On the other thought, the reason I have the base set up the way it's set up, I in the beginning like putting everything on its own platform. That way it all has storage. The research terminal is kind of a problem for in and of itself because it doesn't really need storage. But for the smelter, I need a tray to take things off of and put things on. And if I have 2 trays to do that, that means I can smelt 16 items at a time. I can just plop 2 whole trays down on this and it will smelt the whole thing. For the centrifuge, again, 2 trays. I can just plop soil into this and I can get it to offload onto 2 trays, and it makes a lot less of me going through and picking out items and putting them down on their own trays. For these guys, it's a whole lot easier to craft things in a printer whenever I have a tray full of material beside it, because it'll pull from the tray and I don't have to use my very limited backpack space. Because on my backpack, I only get 8 regular slots, 3 slots on my drill for mods, and 2 active slots I can use for hotkeys, which I usually don't put materials in these slots on the sides. So I only get these 8 slots, but on this I can get 16. And then these guys, I really hate using these platforms, but since we had them, we're using them. They're not really all that amazing. And for the tractor, we haven't used the tractor yet. I haven't really had to go too far to find what I need. So the tractor kind of becomes more of a hindrance than a help. Now, later in the episode, the tractor will be probably more useful. When I get a drill for it or something like that, so that it can go down into the mine and drill things on its own, that's when the vehicles really become useful. But it's just, it is what it is. It's hard to drive this thing underground because it just gets stuck on everything. For the Glacia base, I've set it up the way I've set this base up pretty much. I want everything, kind of similar to this until we get into large platforms. When we get into large platforms, which I don't believe I have any unlocked yet. Let's check this out. Sensor, medium arc. We need to be in this terminal. Yeah. No. Yes? No. Then we already have these. We want platforms out of this one. Here we go. When we get into platforms like this, which we could buy right now, then we can start combining things. We want to combine the soil centrifuge and the smelter together because we want the resources that are smeltable that come out of the centrifuge to go through this, like clay, for instance. We want that to be smelted immediately. Organics, we want that later in the game to be smelted into carbon immediately. Quartz, most of the time we want that smelted immediately into glass. So it just becomes more convenient if it's on the same platform because the smelter will automatically pull everything out of the centrifuge that is smeltable and smelt it for us and then put it on a tray. It just makes automation early game a little easier. With that all being explained, said and done, if there's anything else anyone's confused about, please put it in the comments and I'd be happy to fix that. We're going to move on. We're going to let this thing move with its research, and we're going to try and make our way to being able to get this power problem fixed. So we're going to AFK for that, and I'm going to do some resource gathering while that's happening. I might make some more storage, so this place might start looking a little cluttered, but I'll see you guys when we get back. Okay, everyone, welcome back. We've been doing a lot of things. We've mined for resources, and I think I've figured out off camera a way to solve our power problem. So these two trays consist of 4 small wind turbines, 4 small batteries, 2 small generators, and obviously some fuel storage. And this, a battery sensor. So what's going to happen is if the power doesn't keep up, the battery sensor should sense it and, apply the signal. But I'm having some trouble getting it to apply a signal to turn these on. You see everything now right here is dead, and this is not working. So we have to try something else. So I want to take these off. Just put one. And I'm going to try putting it on the platform itself. And we will try that, maybe? So if I take this off, or if I put these on, I need to get some charge in the batteries first. Which doesn't seem like it's going to happen if this thing has any kind of say in it. I also have another battery over here that might be interfering with progress. Alright, so the batteries are charging. And what should happen is when they are charged, as it's waiting to fully charge, these should turn these generators off, which means that the base, while the batteries have been fully charged, before they fully deplete, should rely entirely on the wind generators. So let's see what happens. Okay, we're almost there. Let's see if this can detect these batteries on the platform. It sent the signal. I saw it send a signal. Let's do this with less problems. We're gonna have to let's make more clay. So the batteries don't just discharge any amount, they discharge at 1 U per second, and they store 32 U's per second. So if I want to run this at full capacity, I need 6 of these batteries, and they will each run for 32 seconds no matter what. So this isn't working. I'll be back after I figure out what exactly I need to do to get this to function properly. Alright, so we're failing at this miserably. I can see the signal being sent, but it's not activating or deactivating the small generator. So I might need to do some research on this and get back to you in a minute. Okay, so I believe I have fixed the problem, and it is entirely my fault. And we can run a test right now to figure this out permanently. So we want this to run until the battery is full. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the generators and put them on a different platform just so I can proof of concept this. We're going to take a few of these after we connect this up. Attach a pin, create another branch, attach a pin. So this was my problem right here. I was using the F key and putting branches on the generators instead of actual pins. So that was my biggest problem. So now, since these have actual green lights on them, when the battery is full, it should turn these generators off. So all I do is turn these on, and I will put this on here, this on here, this on here, and this on here. So those generators are going to be in a constant state of run until the battery fills. When the battery fills, it should turn these off, and it should not matter where I put the battery. It should sense the fact that as long as I have something connected to the platform, it should sense the battery. And it'll wait for all the batteries connected to that platform to deplete or charge when you have it set to the charge, not charge. So right now it's waiting for batteries to fully charge. Fully charge, it shuts those off. So yeah, now it's working. We're good. We have this situation figured out. All we gotta do is set up the tray. So we don't want these here for now. Actually, I want that there, that there, that there. Stop. Okay, so we want that to look like that. We want all of our batteries to be on. Since it doesn't sense a battery, it's turned those on. I see how that works. We'll turn those off. And we'll put all the batteries we want on here. This is our tray. We take our battery sensor and we slap it right there. Now, this should now all function just fine. So I figured out how to set it up. I'm going to keep this on, I'm going to keep this functioning on this base and build another one for the other base. We have 2 batteries already that we found out in the wild. And we have one of these. So what we need to do is make up a tray just like that one. And then we need to have 2 small generators on it. So we're going to go to Glacia and fix the power problem. So I'm going to time lapse this and be back whenever I get this stuff built. All right, welcome back. We're gonna plop this over here inside of that. That doesn't look too healthy. I think that's dead. We'd made a second solid thruster. Did we leave that on the other planet? I think we left that on the other planet. We are going to need to make another one of those if we're gonna be going anywhere. I only have one not aluminum. I only have one aluminum. Aluminum? Where are you? Okay, well, it looks like now I have one more. I don't have any ammonium other than that one piece. Well, it looks like that we're gonna have to break my rule of not traveling without a second thruster. I don't have the space for it in my inventory anyway. We're just going to be extra careful and not make any mistakes on this trip, or we're gonna be stuck over there for a while. All right, I have tethers. I don't really need tethers, but I have them. And we're going to go over to the Glacia base and see if this fixes our problem. If it does, research. Lots and lots of research. I mean, we have a bit of research already thanks to the stuff we brought back. But we want all of the research. We really want to get research going quick, and then we can enjoy the rest of the game instead of us pondering around wondering where we're going to find more research. Where'd I park the car? Here we go. That's where I parked the car. I'm a little sad there was actually a place closer to the big purple techno tower over there. I'm super excited to find out what that does. I have no idea. I've prevented myself from watching any videos that have to do with the techno tower, or whatever it is called, the gateway. I purposely prevented myself from indulging. So let's unpack this. Boom. And now we have a tray for that. Let's get some stuff going. And I didn't bring the power sensor, the battery sensor. See, why would you guys let me make a mistake like that? Graphite. Luckily, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Let's start leveling out some of this area, and that should be sufficient. I believe I am already drawing power from the batteries just by mining, because I'm tethered. There we go, we got a full one. Put that up there. Graphite is actually decently hard for us to make, because we only make 2 of them at a time. So I'm gonna make sure I get 2 canisters in here and get the full 2, because it's gonna run for the pretty much the same amount of time regardless. Okay, we're all fulled up. Take that. Why am I doing this? Okay, graphite. I'm gonna do all this and I'm gonna realize I had a graphite laying around here. Do I have a graphite laying around here? I didn't think that I did. But how about we buy some research? That's going to be the thing to do, because we are in a constant state of needing storage. And I know last episode I was very excited about getting this, and with 7,000 bytes, why not? Now that we do have that, we can... I need to make that over here. Medium storage silo, 2 titanium. We'll get that going. Now we have our graphite. When this is done, we'll have lots of things and stuff. Now I need more stuff. Alright, so the oxygenator is on this, but we can easily stuff that in there for now and put this here. What I need out of you is a battery sensor. Boom, we have the battery sensor. Shove that on the side. I also did not bring the small generators, but that's of no consequence. We were kind of at a lack of stuff. You know, I'm going to make that just because it's not going to take any time at all. And I'm going to set it on the ground and put that in my inventory. We need the small generator. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so we're going to make 2 of these, and I'm going to have to clear a platform for... Actually, I have this big boy over here. I think I'll just use that since I have it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to take my doohickey. I'm going to create a segment back here, and right here. And I'm going to do boop. I'm going to create another branch and do boop. Okay, the only thing we need now is organics. Now, that is usually a big problem on this planet, but since we got the soil centrifuge already set up, we're going to be able to use it to make the organic that we need. So, let's fill up a soil canister here. Put that in there. This isn't going to be a lot. I need 2 canisters over here. I didn't bring my other canister, but we were in luck because I left one. So while that's doing that, we'll mine up some more. And this is all going to work out because I'm going to have the actual ability to expand this direction, which is ideal. The thing keeps like half turning off the volume. It's a little weird. Let's start flattening this out a little bit. Alright, we'll put another one of those in there. We'll take all of the organic. I'm gonna die. Put it over here. And that started the generators. We don't want this one to be even on here. I don't know why it is. And we're gonna turn these off. Alright, so since those are off and it's waiting to fully drain batteries, when the batteries do drain, they should turn on these generators, which should power the base for a little bit. Actually, I might go ahead, since I can do this, I'm going to create another branch off of this, and now we have 3. These each produce 2, so that's 6. These each produce 1.5, so that's 6 right there. So we have total 12 U's of power production on this, and we should not run out. And that means that these are not necessarily necessary anymore. So what I'm going to do next is, since I have a little soil in this, we're going to make some resin. And we're going to get some more platforms down. Like, we need space to put things. Now, I could move into the larger platforms, since I do have some goodies right here. For that, I need to get my inventory cleaned. I brought over some extra zinc just in case we needed it. and a little bit of copper. Which, it looks like I've already used the copper. No, it's over here. Yeah, I promised to organize this later, but right now I'm not going to worry about it. We are going to grab some iron here and see if we can work our way into the larger platforms. I'm not sure how much those cost as far as research goes, but since we're on Glacia, we're going to get that research. I can hold one more. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this, take this, and put it here. Now, these are going to stay connected no matter what, so I can move this around with relative ease in the local area. If I get too far away from this, though, that will end badly. But when all that's done, it should start plopping it on my large silo here, and we should start receiving some iron. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's check out the research. We need a large platform. I believe these are we need an extra large platform, excuse me. And I really like these extra large platform Cs. I haven't played around with really any of the other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that. And for that, we're going to have to put down a large printer, which is going to take 3 compound. Not realizing it, there is no compound. There is no storage. There is no compound. We're going to go on a mining spree real quick, and we'll be right back. I'm going to get some stuff to make all the goodies. Alright, we're about to find out if we have a functional... Yes! Run! And that kept our base going long enough for those to start a little bit. Hello? Wind generation? That one's still going. And look at that. The generators are charging the batteries, and they will shut off when they are done. That kept the base going. I just need to make one of these towers full of organic to make that happen. Alright. It deemed that the batteries were charged. They will deplete, and then if the wind doesn't start in time to fix all this, then they will start them again. Not bad. I need some compound. We're getting the stuff going. Everything's working out. I love it. Medium storage silo. We'll drag this over. Drag this over. And then we're going to get some large platforms going here. And that will be nice. So I am hoping... Let's get this over here. Put this up here. And then we can throw some resources on it, like so. All right. It doesn't look like the power went low enough to start the generators. And there's our compound. We just throw this right here. And we can build the large printer. And when that's done, we're going to build another... nah, we'll just pull this off. Actually, I might need to use this in a second. I better fill that canister. I better make another canister. Is there enough? Was there enough compound? Yes. Eventually, I scroll through this enough and I'm going to learn how... Oh, I need a resin. I'm going to learn how all this works and where everything is. I don't need this on me right now. For now, we're just going to put those there. And I think we need more compound because we ran very low. And for giggles, I'm going to put that there so I don't have to do that again. Alright, we have the large printer. We should find out what exactly is needed for the large platform, because if it's not compound or anything, then I don't need that soil centrifuge. Iron and resin, it is not that. So let's pull this and put this here. Let's pull this and put this here, because it won't kill the thing. We'll take this here and this here, and it has everything that it needs. There we go. We are officially making our first extra large platform. This is going to make things so much better. So much better. We're going to be able to consolidate all of the printers to one thing. It's going to be great. Alrighty, there she is. Extra large platform. Now that that's done, we can put this over here. We can put this over here, making a mess, and we can put this over here. I don't like the order of that, so I'm going to switch it around. So how this works, right? The platform status. So the small printer takes one small slot, which is one of these dots, right? The medium printer takes a medium slot, which is two of these dots. And in order for it to be considered a medium slot, they have to be connected by this red outline. Now, anything larger than a small can accept a small or a medium. Anything larger than a medium can accept a small, medium, or a large. And anything larger than a large, which is this, is an extra large slot, can accept all of underneath. So we can put whatever we want on this, and this leaves us with a ton of storage and the ability to make two of these small printers if we desire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start transferring things that need to go over there to over there, and I'm going to make this not movable. So now we have all of our storage on one, and anything that we want to get put on here will get put on there. And I got so much cleanup to do. All right. Well, I think that's just about going to wrap this episode up. We have successfully fixed the power problem, albeit with a little bit of problems with the battery sensor. But now that I've figured it out, shouldn't be that big of a deal. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And please, in the comments, tell me anything you guys would like me to see, or if you want me to explain things better or anything like that. I am happy to oblige. Which one of these is the wave? There you go. Bye-bye.